Hi guys, it's Dawn. Great to be back. Don't shout at me. I've retired. That's where I've been. So I'm free now. So anyway, I'm not going to go too deep into it. So right, what we're going to do tonight? Well, I'm just going to get myself back into the Adelsons, ready for June, because we can't wait. Before I start anything, just to let you know, my name's Dawn. You found Lounge Bar Crime. Everything you hear in this video is from my own research. It's my opinion and it's for entertainment purposes only. That out of the way, let's get into it. Oh, I've got a treat for you tonight. So tonight, guys, we're going to do Oscars with the Adelsons. And the two nominees are... Let's start it properly. Good evening and welcome to Lounge Bar Crime Oscar Night. The nominees for the Best Dramatic Actress are Wendi Adelson, trying to convince Detective Ison that she really is crying. And the other nominee is Donna Adelson for trying to convince us that there definitely is a living lesbian in Leon County Correctional Facility that came onto it.
So I was washing my hair, and all of a sudden I felt a hand go up my back, like from the top of my butt up my back, and I yelled, "Stop it!" and I turned, and this girl said, "You like it?" And I said, "Get out of here."
And the Oscar goes to Donna Adelson. Ladies! Oh! Lady! Wendy! Oh dear! Sorry about this. Get him out of here! Oh well. You've got to have a bit of fun, haven't you? Especially while we're waiting till June. Anyway, as you can see, I'm back with a vengeance. Right, yeah. So I'm just gonna just do a bit of a catch up because obviously, don't want to labour it, but okay, I went missing again, but I had my reasons, like I said, coming to the end of my working life. Anyway, I'm here now, and that's it. Work's done with. So, right, I just want to go over a few things with when Donna was on trial. Not on trial, sorry. When Donna was in court at the hearing. So, and it was nice to see Sarah Dugan, because you know what I think about Sarah Dugan. She's mustard. And it's also nice to know now that quite a few other, YouTubers are catching on now. Well, not catching on, maybe they always knew, but I just know that I've been saying for a couple of years that really, I felt like Sarah Dugan should be running the show, really, because she's quick. She's on the ball. I'm going to possibly do something about all that as well. Not do something about it. I can't do anything about it, but do something on it. Just things that I've found when we're in court, when they're in court, and God, can't you tell I'm out of practice when they're in court. Anyway, that's for another day. So, right, let's just go through Donna in court, just do a bit of a reaction to...
And we've had... That's your dinner. That's very typical of what we get. And we have had no exercise at all. We're confined, especially in the annex. The annex, we've been confined to our beds almost all the time. Once in a while, we get a pod officer that lets us walk, so you can walk in a circle around the girls' beds. But otherwise, there's no, I mean, even if you want to get off your bed and just try to like do stretches or wall push-ups or anything, she says, this is not an exercise room, there's no exercising here. We don't get taken outside.
With respect to the time period when you...
Can I just say, I mean, she's good Donna, isn't she? With that drama, you know, all the shaking and all that lot. Mind you, I can't wait to see Wendy in that position. Oh, that's going to be a treat. But anyway, at the moment, let's not lose sight of who is there right now, which is Donna. Yeah. How does she look? Well, she looks shocking. Yeah, she looks shocking. Let's just carry on anyway. Constantly whining. I mean, I did hear, you know, where they said you're not in the Four Seasons. It's weird because just before they said that, I was thinking to myself, anybody thinks she's in the bleeding Ritz? So, yeah, let's just carry on. Keep it going.
Where you could live with your husband.
Sure.
Okay. And if he said that, you know, you can leave outside of the curfew, you can leave to go meet with your lawyers, medical appointments if you need medical appointments, coming to court, those type of things, would you comply with those orders as well?
Yes, I'd be grateful just to get a night's sleep. It would be great.
Okay. If he ordered that you
Grateful
had to
to get a
surrender
night's
your
sleep. Something that Phil, Ruth, Shelley can only dream of, and have been like that for almost 11 years. I'd do anything just to get a night's sleep. She actually believes that if she lays it on thick and she gives out all this, you know, well, my health's bad. But she actually believes that it's almost like putting them under threat. Like, I can't prepare for my case. I can't prepare for my case if, you know, if I can't sleep and I've got all this bad health. So if you let me out on bond, you know, I'll just toddle up the road to a nice hotel with Harvey, and I promise you, you know, I won't try and get on another plane to Vietnam via Dubai. I honestly won't. You know, you can put a tag on me, on my feet, on my leg, and I promise you, she actually believes that if she lays it on thick, that they'll go, well, she's going to have to do, because otherwise she won't be ready for the, you know, for the case. How does she think everybody else copes in there?
driver's license during the pendency of from now until the end of the trial and not drive, would you agree to comply with that?
Yes, I would.
Have just one moment, please. Thought I had asked this, but I might not have. For the medical conditions that you have complained of during the time that you were speaking with the doctors and they said that they didn't give you the treatments that you were requesting, did they ever offer that they would have a doctor from the outside perform the treatment for you?
No.
I don't have anything further.
Disturbing cross-examination.
Yes, sir. All right, so the incident in the shower, after you let the inmate know that you did not like what she was doing by telling her to stop, did she ever try that again?
No.
And that inmate's no longer, or you didn't disclose the name of that inmate, but you did tell the investigator that that inmate is no longer in jail with you, right?
She's no longer there. She left shortly after that.
Okay. As far as the arm twist incident from October of 2024, you said you reported that in February of 2025?
Yes.
Okay. And you wouldn't give the name, you said you wouldn't give the name of her to the investigator either, okay?
No.
But you do know that if you would give her name, that instead of you being separated from the pod, she could be separated from you and you could be back with the general population.
Yeah, but she's not the only one that could hurt me. That's why I wouldn't do it. She had a half a dozen girls that came up to me.
Was there ever any physical violence by her or anyone she's friends with after that October 24 incident?
No, that was it. That's it.
And by being in solitary confinement, does it give you an opportunity to have a quieter space where you can prepare for trial?
I guess it would be a quiet space if I could get some sleep and I would be able to concentrate on what I'm supposed to do. Yes, that would be helpful.
Do you also get in-person visits with your attorney in jail?
I do.
Okay, and when that happens, are you in a room alone with him or her or both?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And y'all are able to have conversations then that are private?
I mean,
Yes.
she's non-stop, isn't she? You know, I need like... She wants the same kind of medical treatment as she would have at home. You know, Harvey writing prescriptions for her, or Charlie. You know, it's all right, Mum. I've got you covered. I'll get you one of these. This is what she's used to, and it's not in her head. It's in her head where she is. But I think she thinks that where she is, they're just treating her bad there, that it's not like that everywhere else. She hasn't got a clue. She hasn't got a clue. That officer, the way he holds on to her while she's getting down, it's like, not on my watch, you're not falling down somewhere, especially the way she is reporting every little, the handbook says this, we're supposed to do that, but I need this, I need that, I need 2 mattresses, I need this, could you imagine if she fell in court? I shouldn't laugh. I don't mean to, I'm not a nasty person, okay? But you can tell what those officers are thinking. They're holding on to her for dear life. It's like, oh no, you're not going anywhere. You're not falling here. I'm just flipping back now to where she first comes into court, you know, and she sees Harvey and everything, and she's practically crying. Which I suppose you would, in fairness. I don't want to give her any benefit of anything, but I suppose you would if you're so close to one of your family and you've not, you know, seen them properly being that close. I know he's visited her and all that lot, but I don't know I don't know how close she can get to him or anything like that. But I bet he's having a right old time while she's in there. All right, awful. He should be if he's not. Yeah, and just like, obviously, like she's getting emotional. She's got no energy, you can tell. She's absolutely burnt out.
After to move things along, and sometimes they were done.
Seated?
Where? What's that? No, that's fine. Yeah.
The media lady that does the street photography, that's what I said on the hearing box. I told her I didn't know, and I wasn't sure.
He's the healthcare administrator at the facility, and you just get that feeling straight away. He don't like Donna. You can tell he doesn't like Donna. Possibly because she's trying to make out that she's not getting the right healthcare and all the rest of it, and that most of the healthcare that they get is just like over-the-counter care that you would get in any pharmacy, chemist, whatever we call them each. Would just be over-the-counter stuff. Where obviously because she's Donna Adelson, you see, so she needs specific care and specific types of narcotics, because that's what she normally gets. I wonder, well, she would have done. I wonder Yeah, she would have had withdrawal. Well, they would have given her certain things, wouldn't they? But I bet she had like pretty bad withdrawals for the cocktails that she was probably on off her son and her husband.
And does the jail prescribe narcotic pain medication?
No.
Okay, so the pain medication that Donna Adelson and other inmates receive for pain is over-the-counter type medication.
Correct.
Why does the jail not prescribe narcotic pain medication?
So that is something that usually most jails and facilities don't because it's a currency. It's highly abused and it's...
Yeah, she's messed up there because she's talking about Donna's medical records, personal records, while she's been within the facility. So obviously that's opening the door for Sarah Dugan, and you don't need to give Sarah Dugan a second chance because she'll be straight in there. Every bit of faith in that woman. But you see, it's totally irrelevant. She's saying, well, you know, the procedure is that she gets the form. Is that right? Yes, he's saying, and yeah, but you didn't have a form. Like, we don't. Seriously, you know, I know this is for a bond hearing, and yeah, they are kind of there for that. But they're going at it from the wrong angle, because it's literally, talk about over egg it. They're literally, I think all in all, they covered her arm, her ears, her breathing. She cut a finger. Somebody put their hand up her back. What a vomit when I think about that. I mean, the list is endless. You know, it's not like one or two major things. It's like, you know, it's me foot, it's my leg, it's my arm, it's my breathing, it's the inmates, it's my bed. It's where do they expect to get with this? No wonder Everett's saying, like, you know, like, move on. Move on, because you're running out of time. Yeah, I just want to interrupt myself, if you don't mind, and tell you, if you can see that "Did you like" button down there, if you just want to hit that for me, brilliant, and hit the subscribe. Bingo. Thank you. You know, I'm just looking at that, you know, Donna in shackles, and you know, I can't help thinking, you know, karma's a bitch. Insert karma. If you know, you know. No, we had a little game when I got the owl, and we didn't know what to call it, and I just put it out there for ideas. And I thought about karma, but never said nothing. And like loads of people said karma, and I thought, right, it's karma. But I'm not saying you're a bitch, but karma's a bitch. You know, seeing her in shackles like that, don't get me wrong, like, that doesn't make me feel good, seeing you know, an elderly person like that. That don't make me good, seeing anybody in shackles like that. But it's like it's been a long time coming, hasn't it? And you know what? I bet it doesn't even make Ruth or Phil feel good. You know what I mean? But they need their justice. They need this, and they need Wendi as well. No, but it makes me laugh that the point, that the argument is that your consent stopped when you thought you'd put the phone down. Like when Charlie hung up, that's when your consent stopped. So anything after that doesn't count. Doesn't matter the fact that we've just, you know, everybody's just heard everything that you've had to say. That's relevant to the case. And I'm just sorry that there was other people there, because could you imagine what she could have said if those friends that she had there, if they hadn't been there and it was just like her and Harvey. Could you imagine that? I was gutted that they had other people there. But anyway, there was. But, we're actually in court saying, those facilities are there for that reason. And it's like, yeah, but, we can't include that because it's detrimental to my case. And I didn't want you to hear it, even though you did. Even though, it's her that didn't hang up. It's not like it wasn't anything to do with them. It was her that didn't hang up. So that was my fault. But you need to just forget everything that you heard. I mean, honest to God, the hard-facedness of the Adelsons is unbelievable. Anyway, have a look at this. Again, this officer hanging on to her for dear life. So she doesn't have an accident when she gets down there. He grips onto her like... Yeah. Don't be falling, so that we've got to take you to hospital. And then Harvey meets you there. Just got to say at this stage though, Sarah Dugan, like I said, I just said before, she's mustered. She's handling both these attorneys really well. She's only a young girl. She hasn't had the amount of years experience put together that them two have had. And she's not fazed one bit.
All right. Do you have any other medical conditions that you wanted us to address in the bond hearing that you're suffering from?
So I have a hearing issue.
Oh, hold it right there. She's got an hearing issue. Just 1 minute. Just let's go to Harvey 1 minute. Okay. So, is that is that an hearing aid in Harvey's ear? Take it out, Harvey. Give it your missus. That'll be one thing she hasn't got to go through the medical professionals for while she's inside. Just hand it over. You can get another one. Yeah, he's got a thing. He's got an hearing aid in, and so he can handle that.
I have a problem. I evidently have very narrow ear canals, and so get the wax builds up in my ears to the point.
Honest to God, you know what? I feel like I'm in the bathroom with her, and she's showing me all her parts. I don't want to know. Anyway, so that's where we are. So I thought it was an absolute joke, though. They don't want to listen to the... Please don't take into account what you heard on that call. And also, please don't bring in Wendy's divorce depositions. That's like that. Even though Don isn't about that much of it, because it's got nothing to do with her. Oh my God. Well, I'll tell you what, you've got to give them 10 out of 10 per trying, haven't you? But it's just a joke, actually. But anyway, it looks like we're getting there. I still... Wendy did what I said she'd do. I said 2 years ago she was segregating herself from them. And I wasn't wrong. I had her worked out, and I'm glad that I had her worked out right from the start. It's like all this now, like she's... I've just been talking about this actually in my Patreon, but yeah, like she's got all this, the boys, and she's taken the boys away from the friends. I mean, the age that they're at that age where, I mean, this is like little young men. They've got the friends, they've got the sport, they've got little girlfriends that, you know, they started looking at girls, they started talking more with the friends and things like that, that at that age they're at a really vulnerable age. It's just a big turning period at that age that they're at, and it's like, yeah, but I can just hear her, yeah, but we're gonna have to move away from Gran and Granddad because I don't know what's going on with them. You know, I need to take you to safety. She's segregated herself, it's them. And I can imagine she's saying to the boys, I really don't know if they was involved, boys, or not. So we'll come over here with this guy who's got like plenty of money. I'll take you to Texas, away from everybody. You know, I mean, it all started because of the boys and getting to Miami where her parents were. And now it's like, yeah, no, you know, yeah, forget Harvey, even though he's in his 80s, forget Harvey for now. Yeah. Because, I mean, I was going to stay friends with Harvey, with my dad, because he can sign over all the inheritance. I didn't give a shit about my mother or Charlie, but I was going to stay pally with him so that he could sign everything over. But if it's money or freedom, I'm going for the freedom because this guy here's got money, so I'll go off with him to Texas. What a joke. Anyway, she'll be next. Will she? What do you think? I think they're frightened of Wendy, I'll be honest with you, but I'm not going to go there now because you know how I feel on it. And I said 2 years ago as well, let Sarah Dugan on her. She'll sort her out. I've got a few things to show on that as well. I'll do a video on that. Who do you think's next? I've got a feeling it's going to be Harvey. I don't know what went with my phone then, sorry. I've got a feeling it's going to be Harvey next. So, anyway, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, anyway, nice to see you again. Yeah, just, yeah, let me know who you think is going to be next. And, yeah, until then, take care, stay safe, good night, and come back soon. Bye.